Hello everyone, Patrick here, and today we are taking a look at Legacy United SANDSTORM. I really like this figure. I have the Thrilling 31, and I think that was actually one of the first Voyager class figures I ever had. Which is why I wanted this figure so badly. Not to mention, he just looks cool. Yeah, so here he is in Dune Buggy mode. Which is nice. It's, it rolls very nicely. The tires are like a rubber-like material. So he has excellent grip and excellent traction. I mean, look at that tread. Look at it. You can see the helicopter blades right here. Like, other than, like, this rotor and, like, the helicopter blades, you can't really tell this thing turns into a helicopter. Like, even these, like, I mean, you can see a little bit of the windshields right there, but, like, even these, honestly, just kind of look like taillights. Yeah, they're black instead of red, but they still just kind of look like taillights. And as you can see, he's got some nice yellow headlights. Nice black windshield. Which looks like it has a scratch over it. Interesting. Nice textured window right there. You know, nice rims. This back section, which looks a little weird, but we can do something about that. But yeah, he's very lifted. He has a lot underneath him. Now, he does come with several accessories. I would have the box, but I accidentally threw it away while I was getting stuff cleaned up. Anyway, and he has this cage and winch, a gun, another gun. What I do is I usually put, this gun, like, right under here, rotate it, and it just stays out of the way. You know. How you're supposed to attach all of these, which the winch does, you know, extend and retract. You just do that. Anyway, how you store all of this in vehicle mode is you detach the winch, plug it on right up here. You then separate the cage from the bottom of the thing. You then slide the cage on like this. See, this bar goes in that groove right there. Come under here, you can kind of open this section up. Take the bottom here. These tabs will be facing the forward. You know, forward like that, so that way they can tab in right there. And the gun, you can plug it up top here. Or you can, you know, plug it on right under here. And putting it on right there, you know, doesn't really affect the rolling at all. Or maybe it does a little bit, but, like, it's not that bad, honestly. As you can see, it can still roll just fine. So if you want to store it under there, if you want to store it up here, whatever you want. Careful not to untab those. I just store it under here. And yeah, like I said, it doesn't really affect the rolling at all, so. For comparison, here he is with Thrilling 30 SANDSTORM. Both of them look like badass off-road vehicles, so, you know. You know, they do look pretty decent. This one got stuck. Here he is with the 86 Prime mold. They look pretty decent together. SANDSTORM feels a little bit big compared to a semi, but you know. Here he is with 86 Bone Crusher. Feel like he's really big next to a bulldozer, but you know. I don't know why I roll him as if he has wheels. And here he is next to a tank with a Blitzwing. Yeah, he's way too big. Whatever. It's Transformers. Scale never really fucking matters. But yeah. But yeah, I really like this figure. Now, let's get down to transformation, because, yeah, this is a triple changer, so. First thing you're gonna want to do is remove all the accessories, stripping it down to the, bait. Well, you don't have to remove this gun, actually. I actually never take it off except for, you know, for this review. Just want to strip it down to this. You know? Alright, and then we can go ahead and reassemble the cage, which does have a very specific way it goes together. And then we can reattach the winch to that. Anyway, for transformation into helicopter mode, you're going to start by taking this section, not untabbing it, going ahead and pushing that together like that. You're going to come over here, untab the arms and bring them up. Untab the arms and bring them up. You are then going to untab the chest, bring it up a little bit. Come back here, bring this section down. Bring this section of his head up. This is robot mode configuration. This is helicopter configuration. You can also leave the face turned around, but this is how I do it. You're also then going to want to push this section in and come back down to here. Flip these sections up. This wheel, technically, the only thing you need to do is rotate it like this. However, what I do is I actually rotate it upwards, bring it down, and then rotate it, like that. And this one, you just, you know, swing it up, rotate it like this, bring these sections in. See how the wheels kind of, you know, do that to make the bottom of the chopper? That's really cool. Bring the chest back down, bring the arms down, slot, tab, you know the story there, slot and tab, boom. And then you have the main bulk of the body done. What you want to do here is you want to come to these sections with the wheels, bring them down, flip this piece out, and then rotate this piece of the cockpit out like this. Same thing on this side. You're then going to want to bring these together, making sure these sections go over this tab right here, and all of that. So, we are coming close to the home stretch, with chopper mode at least. You want to take this section, unclip it, bring it back, take this section, raise it up, slide all the propellers out from here, rotate them like this, bring the tail back, rotate, flip the rotors around again, so you can then push this section out, straighten it, bring these sections in, push it, squeeze it all together. You are then going to, you know, start bringing out the rotor blades, like that. And then you are done until you add the accessories, which you can take the gun and plug it on right here like this. The winch, you flip them over, and it just tabs it right into that 5mm port right there. And there you go. There you have SANDSTORM's Rescue Chopper mode in, well, Rescue Chopper mode. Yeah, and the Rescue Chopper, I think, is really cool looking. Like I said, you would not actually really be able to tell too much that it turns into a helicopter like this. Because the helicopter hides away quite well. The buggy mode doesn't hide away quite as well, because, you know, you still have the wheels visible, but, you know, whatever. It does a lot better of a job than Blitzwing. And yeah, as you can see, you can... That ain't exactly short for a toy. For the winch. I'm going to take it off just so I can have him sitting here. But, you know, like I said, you can... This is how you roll it up. You know, just that. Also, this is from scratching off the fucking Walmart gift card shit. 'Cause I got something else from Walmart that, by the time this video goes up, will definitely be here. Might review it, might not. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, he's a nice orange and black and orange and whatever the fuck color this is, chopper. You can kind of bring this wheel down if you want to pretend it's a ramp, or a, you know, bay, or whatever. Yeah, the rotors spin very freely. However, occasionally, like, one of these will shift and it suddenly stops rotating. If that happens, you just kind of pull it up and boom. This rotates not quite as well as this. Yeah. They spin pretty well. Anyway, so, for comparison, here he is with Thrilling 30 Sandstorm. They both look really cool. I think I actually slightly prefer this, you know, VTOL look. But I still really enjoy this pudgy little helicopter. It's so cute. He's so cute. Boop. Yeah, and also mine is really loose because I've had this for over 10 years. And time has not been kind to this boy. As you can see, this section that's supposed to be like, you know, a gun or something right here broke off years ago. But yeah. So there's that. Here he is with the 86 Prime mold. And now he's too small. In buggy mode he was too big, now he's too small. But again, when has scale ever mattered in Transformers? Here he is with 86 Bone Crusher, who looks even more neon on camera, I'm just noticing. Holy shit. Still a little too small, but again, scale, Transformers never existed. And here he is with Legacy Blitzwing. Yeah. These two look good together. They do look good. Yeah, yeah, I really like these two. It makes me wish they did more realistic chopper triple changers, like, you know, like Sandstorm, instead of a, you know, space chopper like, Springer. Yeah, because this is actually really cool. Anyway. Oh, one more mode to go through. Let's get this done. So you're going to remove this gun. You never actually have to remove this gun right here. Never. Leaving it on interferes with literally nothing, so I just leave it. And you're also going to want to take off the winch and all that. You're going to want to collapse the rotors like this. Open up this section. Bring this back. Go ahead and rotate these, so that way that kind of goes like that. Bring this tail section up and over. You're basically going to want to return this section into buggy mode. You know, how it is for buggy mode. Go ahead and make sure all the rotors are snapped into there. Push this down. Flip this back over. Go ahead and split this, bring these sections up, but before you do that, rotate these sections of the cockpit. They will tab in right there. Same thing on this side. Blah, blah. There we go. Now is where you really start transforming them. So you're going to want to untab the arms. Here's my box. I might not need it quite yet. You're going to open these sections up. Again, return them to buggy mode configuration, down like that. You're going to want to shift this up just like that. Go ahead and rotate the head. Bring the chest up, flip this section back out. The chest is supposed to clip in, it doesn't really, but oh well. Bring the headlights up. Split the front section so it becomes the heels. Bring them back. Split the legs. You're going to want to slide on the world's tightest sliding rails, which we have not seen sliding rails on an official Transformer in so long. Ever since they did the Combiner Wars thing, they've mostly been doing that for compressing legs. It's kind of nice to see these return. But also, like Dr. Lockdown says, sliding rails do have a tendency to break down over time. These, I feel like, are going to be okay for a while. Anyway, you're going to want to rotate them. You're going to want to pull the elbow out on this double hinge. Open the forearm. Flip out the hand. Same thing on the opposite end. And if you keep the gun attached, you're going to want to rotate that around. And then, there we go. That is the Legacy United SANDSTORM. But yeah, let's go ahead and get a little bit better of a vantage point. And let's bring him in close. I really like that head. I like that better than his the face sculpt that the repackage of this guy with Slug Slinger has. I like the silver hands more than the black hands. This is more toy deco, and I really like that. But yeah, the chest does not like to stay plugged in. I know that toy guy has the same issue, but yeah. Articulation, the head is on a ball joint, I believe. Yeah, it's on a ball joint. You can get a little bit of upwards. In case you guys don't know, the reason they don't have open ball, the back of the ball joint is not open anymore, or at least wasn't for most of these figures, was because in 2022, with Legacy Year 1, they had the open, they started the open box, the open window thing. People kept stealing the heads from the figures. That's why they're closed ball jointed, and it's almost impossible to get the heads off now. Yeah. That also limits their articulation, unfortunately. Yeah, so, blame the people who kept stealing. But of course now, we have the windows back, so people can't just steal the heads. Anyway, you have shoulder rotation, you have double joint at the elbow that gets you just over 90 degrees. Either way you bend it. Can bend backwards a little bit, can go out. Bicep rotation, fist rotation, waist rotation, which that's all you really get, but do you really need it to go more than that? Kick forward, that far, back, that far, outwards, that far, thigh rotation, knee bend, just under 90 degrees, feet can tilt outwards, and you can get a little bit of back. But yeah. I do really like this guy. I don't quite know if he, the way they're doing triple changers now is they are essentially Voyager size at leader class budget. Which is really good because, it gives them more, of a budget to engineer them. So yeah, as I throw it, you can hold his gun. You know, pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. It is blast effect compatible. Do I have a blast effect nearby? I do. Blast effect. Kablam! This gun here is also blast effect. Kabloosh! If you want to store the rescue cage and stuff, there's 2 ports back here. You can, you know, you just kind of do that, I guess. Or you can, you know, just plug it into his shoulder or something. Whatever. For comparison, here he is with the rickety old Thrilling 30s Sandstorm, who does not like to stand straight without leaning. There we go. You know, both are really good. Both are, like with, you know, Thrilling 30 and Legacy Blitzwing, you know, they are doing their own things. You know, if you want one that feels more like he turns into things from G.I. Joe, you got Thrilling 30. If you want a more faithful G1, you got Legacy. Or Age of the Primes with, you know, the fact that they're doing you know, a more cartoon-accurate version. But, yes. Forgot to transform my deluxe comparison. I will be right back. Alakazam. Bone Crusher. Here he is with the 86 Prime mold, which I feel he looks pretty good with. You know, I just love the 86 Prime mold, what can I say? I thought I would hate it, but no, I actually do really, really like it. And here he is with Blitzwing. As you can see, he's a little bit taller, that's mostly because of the helicopter tail. If you're going by head, you know, the top of the head, they are basically the same height. Again, Sandstorm just has more vehicle kibble above him. But yeah, so that has been my review of Legacy United Sandstorm. Yeah, this figure is really cool. If you can find this version, or if you want the one with the, I believe that Mark Clonus, one of the designers, called it the Handsome Face. I don't know, I prefer the masked head sculpt. You know, you can get the unmasked / more cartoon accurate version in the 2-pack with Slugslinger. Or you can find this guy on eBay, which is where I got him, for like 40 bucks. So, yeah. I highly recommend him. Truly, I do. But that's really all I have to say for now. So, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Peace.